Well, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 10 minutes past the hour on this 8th day of December. Make it happen Monday. Good morning. Time to get up, wake up, wake up. It's your early morning inspiration, motivation, information, conversation that promotes elevation. It is hashtag truth be told slash JD Live. Woo! And I'm in the building. Yours truly, Joe Dupree. But I'm never by myself. Hold on for that. Because before I tell you that, I got to tell you we're broadcasting live on Facebook Live, Instagram, Twitter, X at the JDMS, and on YouTube at 100 BLK Media. I'm never by myself. Excuse me, family. Never by myself. I have my scholar. Reading is fundamental. My resident Lamar Burton, the brother who said, listen, man, if you ain't got a book in your hand, what are you doing? What are you doing? That is the question. If you ain't reading, what are you doing? Y'all put your hands together. You know him from the Sean P. Experience podcast, the Griot podcast, none other than the grand reader himself. Sean P. is in the building. Good morning, Sean P.
What's going on, Joe? What's going on to the people, man? How y'all doing? Good morning, man. Starting the week off, Joe, I got something for you. This book is called Power Hungry, right? Power Hungry. Women of the Black Panther Party and the Freedom Summer in their fight to feed a movement. So right now, all this food disparity stuff going on and everything. Right. This book is about a sister that was feeding the civil rights movement, and then another sister that was feeding the Black Panther Party in New York, the New York branch. So some folks go out there and march and protest, get bit by dogs, get beat down, go to jail. Other people pass out pamphlets and write material. And some people, their way of giving and supporting is feeding the people. So whenever they was getting beaten, going to jail, these ladies were bringing the food to feed the people when they're political prisoners and whatnot. Incredible story. Amazing. I did my scholarship with it. You know that.
Come on now.
And I bring you Power Hungry, man. Today's
Power Hungry. Go get that book. Go get that book and read about how people in the movement know how to PYP, play your position. See, everybody ain't got to be up front. Everybody ain't got to be the one that they talking about. Everybody can't be Fred Hampton. Everybody, and if you were Fred Hampton, understand you got a big price to pay because it costs to be the boss. And Fred Hampton paid the ultimate price.
Now, Joe, you say something important, bro. A lot of folks always just read these stories from the past and they say, man, I wish I was right there with them arm in arm, side by side. Man, look, you probably not built like that. These folks are losing their job just for being a part of something like that. You're losing your job. You're losing your house. You can't feed the children. Look at Felix Shakur with Tupac. Look at Tupac's childhood. They're bouncing around place to place.
Right.
I can name many other people that was that's a rough life, man. It's not no glamorous thing, bro. So really think about when you say stuff like that. Being a Monday morning quarterback, as they call it, what you could have, would have, should have did. You
know. Let me say this, and I'm not trying to be ugly toward nobody. I'm just being truthful, and you can take it how you want to. If the shoe fits, wear it. A lot of you want the fame and the glory, but y'all don't want the problems and the pain. Y'all don't want to go through the process. Y'all want the fame. Y'all want to be Facebook, social media famous. Y'all want to be the next thing trending, but you don't want to go through the process, deal with the problems, or have any of the pain of building something that may not even be in your lifetime talked about with your name on it. Y'all want to be right here, right now. Y'all want to be the source. Okay, go ahead.
Joe,
go ahead.
Assata Shakur just passed. Rest in peace to the ancestor, Assata Shakur. You in exile 30, 40 years from you cut off from everything, Joe. There was no vacation. There wasn't no nice black beach or black sand and little more. You got to hide the whole time. 40 years of hiding, Joe, from your family and your people. Can you imagine that? 40 years of hiding, Joe. That's not glamorous, dog.
Everybody wants to be popular. Everybody wants the accolades. Everybody wants to say they are the originator, the creator. Had it not been for me, there would not have been. But let me tell you something. When it comes down to literally standing up for what right, there is a heavy price to be paid. Most folks, if you really read history, for those of you who read, and that's why I love Sean P., he says reading is fundamental. You will read that even for those of you who wake up every Sunday morning and go to the most segregated place in America, in this Bible, it tells you he that did the most righteousness was the one who got crucified.
Yo, was it cool to be a disciple back then? Was it cool to be a disciple? Was it cool to be a Christian?
What?
You had to go and hide and go and pray and hide and go and worship. They was going to little caves and little dwellings to go and gather real quick. See, it wasn't no big old mega church. You couldn't afford a mega church. That's too obvious. You got to go in the wilderness. They go and pray. They praying in the mountain. You go and pray in the cave.
Right.
Come on, man. Read the book, man. Really read the book.
Right. And understand. You know, it's funny that you say that, Sean, because somebody argued me that in this weekend for a moment, and all I could do was look at them and say, you don't read your Bible. You only go to sermons and hear people preach. So the person was telling me, man, look at all the people that gathered up to hear Jesus preach, and you know the miracle with the fire, with the fish and the loaves of the bread, man. Come on, man. There were a lot of people that showed up for Jesus. Those were a lot of people who showed up for the man they had heard that
was a wedding.
Watch this. Yeah, hold up.
Come on, man.
There's a lot of people who showed up because they heard about a man who was performing miracles. Back in those days, people were quick to show up for the magic show, for what they believed. See, a lot of you don't read about what the lifestyle was back then in those times. That's why the arenas for the gladiators were so big. People showed up for the show.
Not Joe.
They showed up for the show.
Spartacus just came back out this weekend. I just watched it. You're a movie, man. Spartacus just came back on Stars. 2 episodes. But yes, you had the gladiators, the arena. People love spectacle. That's the word, Joe.
Right. They showed up for the show. They showed up for something that was to them at that time above the norm, something that was out of the ordinary. But y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to make it seem like, and guess what? Just like John said, at the time of the rising of Jesus, you got to understand there were no Christians back in those times, because Jesus himself was not yet adorned to Christ. So how can you be followers? You were just a person following Jesus, Yahweh. I'm following this man that's going around the city, and he healing folks, touching folks. He proclaiming the good news of what at that time, the fate of that time, and the priest of that time were saying, wait a minute, we done told y'all what y'all got to do, because we are followers of Moses. See, once again, y'all don't read the book. See, you got to understand, they were followers of the law. And see, when you break it down, Jesus came to say, look, man, I didn't come to nullify the law. I came to fulfill the prophecy of the law. See, but y'all don't get that. Y'all don't get that at the time. There was no Christians in the Bible. They can't be no Christians in the Bible because Jesus was not proclaimed to be the Christ.
And they were getting ran off left and right. They were getting ran off. They were getting persecuted. They were getting executed. All of that. They were getting slaughtered by the hundreds for proclaiming that particular spirituality practice. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, because there was a guy who was once named Saul, who later on became Paul, who never rolled with Jesus. Understand that too. Y'all got to start reading and stop sitting there letting folks tell y'all things to make y'all feel good. There was a guy named Saul.
Not the TV show. Not the TV show.
Not Better Call Saul. There was a guy named Saul who later was called Paul, who never rolled with, who was never amongst the 12.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to say something important. It might sound crazy when I say it, but this is my words, not a joke. During the pandemic, I don't wish death on nobody, but my point is, in the pandemic, everything was on lockdown, right? So all the people that would go to a mega church, guess what? Now you going back to worshiping at your house, amongst your family and your close people back to how it was back in the old days.
Mm-hmm.
My grandfather was a 70-something-year pastor, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
The first church was actually a house. They lived on the top floor. The bottom floor was the church. That was the beginning of the church. If they were able to build a church later on, they built the actual building. But in the beginning, they meet at somebody's house. They're in the living room having church.
Now
It
I'm
wasn't
gonna
about
go.
worshiping the building. It wasn't about, oh, the church so nice and look at these big old pillars. They got a valet parking. They got a Starbucks in the lobby. It wasn't about that. It wasn't no flow show. But the living room flow. I don't want to say too much on your airways though, Joe. So
No, you good.
I'm gonna go ahead and be quiet.
I'm pretty sure there was a lot of folks, Sean, times people didn't even know were putting their face on that flow saying, Lord, help me, help my family, and help our people. See, I gotta say this again. Helping your people should never be a spectacle, should never be a Facebook moment, should never be, let me show you what I'm doing. Let me, guess what? Just do it. Be like Nike and just do it. Guess what? If you out there feeding the homeless, if you're clothing and helping the homeless and those who are in need, guess what?
Put your phone up. Put your phone up.
Do it. Just do it. Put your phone up. Put your phone up. Hold up. Tell people what you're gonna do. Those who will support you will support you. Those who won't. I have come to that conclusion this weekend. Those who are with you, they with you. Those who ain't with you, I don't give a damn what you do. You could shit $1 million bricks. They ain't gonna be with you and they ain't gonna pick up one brick. And they could be $1 million gold bricks. Picking up that brick can instantly make them a millionaire because you the one that shitted it out. No, I don't mess with that dude. I don't mess with that dude. I don't mess with that sister.
I'm gonna tell you now because it's past tense. I can say it now. It's years past tense. But our brother Cliff Roy Jr. spent a lot of Sundays taking his own money. He go and buy a bunch of bread, a bunch of sandwiches, and all that, and go under the bridge in Lafayette, go under the bridge, and just pass out to the needy and just give his message. It wasn't nothing attached to it. It wasn't no flow show. There was no footage of this. I just know about it as my brother, so I know about this.
I saw Cliff Friday.
Okay, there it is.
Looking good. I saw, now that's confirmation. You had to say that. I saw Cliff Friday, suited up, looking good, laughing at me, talking about, hey man, because I walked in with some of my Masonic brothers. We had a soiree, a Christmas party where we raise funds for needy children in the community who may not have a toy. So if some of you who are on my social media saw where I put the party up, the $50 tickets, and probably was like, well, Joe never said what the party was for. Once again, if you want to give, you give. If you don't, you don't. And guess what? Y'all know that I belong to a charitable organization that gives to the community. We're not just walking around in aprons and fezzes. We ain't like on Uptown Saturday night putting the whammy on folks like Bentley and Farnsworth. You put the whammy on that dude. What you mean? Hey, that was a good movie with Bill Cosby and Sidney Poitier. I don't care what nobody say. And had JJ Walker, JJ beating up folks because they hypnotized them right. And hey, listen, some of y'all, with that being said, don't get hypnotized. Don't get hypnotized.
You just said something, George, as a nice little segue. I don't know if you're cool with it or not. Have you seen the Puff Daddy documentary yet, Joe? The full part documentary on Netflix. Have you seen it yet, Joe?
I have not. Started. Wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody just said something, and let me. Seems like Brother Bowtie tried to get in. I haven't seen it. Talk to me about it. No, talk to me about it because I'm going to watch it, and I don't care if you spoil it. I want to see it, but I want to hear your perspective. Hold on, Bowtie. I'm in your link.
I think with something like this, there is no real spoilers, Joe. I think at this point, a lot of us are privy to what was happening, right? So I went into it thinking to myself, like, I mean, what am I going to see that's new that we haven't heard before? But there was a lot of footage in there, Joe, that is never before seen footage prior to his turning himself in, getting arrested, right?
Okay.
But also, more than that, Joe, to me, it's like watching those psychology movies talking about a serial killer. And you seeing the creation of a monster from his mother and the way in which she raised him on purpose to every track down the road. It was a lot of enablers. It was a lot of people that ultimately made the gumbo of who this man became, bro. A lot of folks are responsible. A lot of folks are responsible.
Listen. Hey.
And they will never take responsibility. They won't.
Go back to Sean, a podcast you and I were doing, that I said, folk don't want to tell the truth. But many of us, because you don't read, but since y'all want to always claim that this is it, this is the final word. Yeah. And it really should be. But if it really is the final word, read that word and say what that word really say. Don't let people tell you what it say. You read it for yourself, because you'll find out there's some interesting things in here. There's a story, as I said a few podcasts back, about a young prince named Mephibosheth. A lot of us, P. Diddy, Sean P., Joe Dupree, Brother Bowtie, females, Sister Alethea, Sister Jax, we all are a Mephibosheth. Somebody has dropped us. Now, when you become a grown man, and understand, when you become a grown man of self-conscious, of self-awareness, understanding right or wrong, even though in your coming self-aware of right or wrong, some of us are young. Some of us understand right or wrong at a young age. You're still being molded by the influences of the people who are your brothers, your sisters, your older brothers and sisters, your mother, your father, your aunts, your uncles. The crowds you run around will mold you into a perception of how you feel like you work on certain things. Understand, Tupac was a product of his environment, of his mother going from place to place, running from this, running from that for the movement. So how else would Tupac come out but a revolutionary, even though he had to disguise it in the beginning, because he couldn't come out and show you who he really was. So he had to come out with the Digital Underground and be just a good dude who had a smooth rap and could talk noise, because Tupac wasn't talking in Digital Underground. What he talked is the solo artist Tupac Shakur. Let's get that clear.
He was carrying speakers and whatnot, carrying the speakers, carrying the equipment, do a little dancing in the background, do a little dancing, little two-step, do a little, yeah.
Sometimes I learned this the hard way. Sometimes you can't let people know who you really are, because some people hate you for the gift that you have been given.
Well, Joe, I was going to say, in that documentary, that's the second lesson you realize. You realize multiple people that he admired from afar, and he wanted what they had. Whether that be their women, literally, or their spot, their positioning. That person over there got something that I want. And if I can't partner with them, I'm gonna find a way to cause their demise. You know what I'm saying?
Once again, there's a story in this book about a rich man, had all the money, honey, in the world. He rolled up on Yahweh, Jesus, as some of you would call him. He rolled up on Yahweh. And guess what? He said, hey, bruh, there's something you got that I want. What I got to do to get it?
What is hidden for? What is hidden for, Joe?
Yeah, what is hidden for? What is hidden? That's probably how I came right at him. If it was modern day, hold it. That's why I love Black. Listen, go back.
Wait a
minute. I'm going to go binge watch it right now. You just turned me on to what I'm going to go binge watch for my holiday. Black Jesus. Y'all go binge watch Black Jesus. Because probably if Jesus showed up to this day, at this moment, somebody, hey, bro, what that hitting for?
What is hitting
for? And he told him.
I think in that documentary, Joe, you have clear confirmation about the assassination, the hit on Tupac Shakur. It is clear as day ever did, without a shadow of a doubt, at this point, how much it was premeditated way in advance before Las Vegas, how much the whole thing was way in advance. And you know what? Matter of fact, the hitman that did it said he only got paid half of the money, Joe, because you know why? They didn't kill Suge Knight.
Right.
They're supposed to be $1 million for two. Right. But they only got popped. So they got paid half of the money.
So Brother Bowtie trying to get everything together in his vehicle as he's rocking and rolling. Hold on. Here's what I want to tell y'all. Listen to what I'm saying. Y'all pay attention to this 30 minutes past the hour on this 8th day of December. Right now, because of the gift that the Most High has blessed you with, there's somebody out there planning your demise, your assassination, and your death. They
Yeah.
do not like you. They do not, your presence pisses them off. And they are right now plotting and planning on
But Joe,
making it that you don't have a good day.
guess why? Because
Why?
I don't want to work with you.
Come on.
So
Come on.
initially, he wanted to partner and work with Tupac. But because Tupac probably could see through the bull crap, knowing him, he could see clear
Mhm.
through the fugazi, through the
Mhm.
facade.
Mhm.
And so whenever you can't join me, I gotta beat you, right? What
Mhm.
I was saying is you can't beat him, join. If I
Right.
can't join you, I gotta beat you.
Move over to a little bit, Sean, where you can be centered in the camera. There we go. Now we're going three the hard way. You see it.
Three
JD,
piece, three
Sean
piece
P,
spice, three piece
and
spice.
the three-piece spicy. With brother Bowtie is in the building. Tizzy, what's happening, baby?
Bro, the bow tie without a bow tie, baby. How you
That's
folks
what I'm
doing down there
saying.
in Louisiana?
Yes, it's official, but the bow tie owns t-shirts. He actually owns t-shirts.
That's it. And he down there in South Florida doing this thing. You see the sun is shining. Everybody else cold as hell. He walking around with shorts and a t-shirt on. I be
Nah,
damn. I can't stand Floridians. I can't stand them. I can't stand the ground they walk on.
And say, damn you, bow tie.
whether you guys know it or not, it's actually our winter. You know, we're kind of cold. It's like, it's gonna sound funny, but it's averaging like 72, 71. So that's cold
Oh
to us.
hell, I'm froze right now.
Yeah, I
Hell,
know you are,
71.
but we are
Oh,
too.
oh my
We
God.
we are too. But I don't know if y'all know this, but you know it get cold in Miami. Don't let the media fool y'all. When it get like 40 or 50 degrees, the iguanas freeze and die. All the fruit crops, the oranges, grapefruits, lemons, they froze, so there'll be no good crops. So it get cold enough that things start dying around you.
Yeah, they told me 24/7, 365 is cold in Liberty City. They said try it and walk through there one day. You'll find out how cold Liberty City can be.
That place stay cold. That's for
Right.
sure.
Give me what you got for a pork chop. Just give it to me. Hey, excuse me, sir. Just give it on up. We don't know you. You don't know us. But since you decided
Yeah.
to come through here as a tourist, you can give us everything you got.
Yeah, everything we got, you know. Joe, man, you lied to me, Joe, and I need you right now, Joe.
Wait a minute. How I lied to you, man. Tell me where I
You,
can go ahead and fess my
I,
sins.
I got you, and I know you're a good man. I know you'll clean everything up. But you predicted that the Steelers was gonna go to the Super Bowl and win.
Well, we
It
still in it.
y'all
We
still
still in.
in it,
Hold it.
but
We
y'all
still
gonna be
hold
out
it.
of it
Hold
too.
it. Hold it. We just got to make it. We just got hold it. Wait a minute. Once again, I am so caught up in rigation. I just believe that if Aaron Rodgers makes it to the playoffs, Aaron Rodgers gonna make it all the way to the Super. That's gonna be their gift. Just like with Peyton Manning. Understand. The year that Peyton Manning won with the Denver Broncos, everybody was like, "Man, Denver don't belong here." Go back and look at that season. I went back and personally watched that season, which furthermore let me know there's some regression in this thing. Everybody was like, Denver don't belong here. How
I
Denver
need
make
you.
it here?
I need you to make a phone call though, Joe,
To whom? Talk to me.
to the headquarters, Aaron Rodgers himself, because we need y'all to lose and Baltimore to lose and Buffalo to lose for us to slip in there. I
Well,
can afford to lose one game,
I
too.
I can tell you the way that Lamar played yesterday. I don't know about that, and the way
Yeah,
that Allen played, I really don't know about that. As
Allen,
for us Steelers, all I can tell you is, man, I love my black and yellow, but you never know who's gonna show up.
yeah, you
You
never know.
never know who's
Never,
gonna see.
never
I
know.
ain't deranged like them Cowboy fans. Them Cowboy fans jump out and tell you we them boys every game. We not the
Every game.
Steelers every game. Sometimes you get these Steelers, and sometimes you just get the stuff.
So Joe,
But I'll
you think
listen to what Brother Sean P was saying about the documentary. I only watched 30 minutes of it, and I had to be honest with you. I was kind of upset as I was getting into it. Now, do I think Diddy is a effed up individual? Yeah, yeah, he really is. But sometimes you got to look at the timing and the why. You know, like why? Like to me, it seemed like 50 Cent had built his career at only targeting people that look like him.
Well,
We
hell,
get
that's what
it.
Oprah did. Hold on,
He's
we
dope.
love
He's
Oprah,
dope.
but Oprah done drove a bunch of black men in the ground and won't touch certain other individuals. I ain't seen her do an Epstein special yet.
Yeah, or talk about Dr. Phil yet.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. As much as she praised him and put him on a pedestal, she's not talking about his drama and his craziness that he been in the last 3 years since they separated. But like Honorable Louis Farrakhan said it best. He said sometimes our black brothers be whitewashed minds. And I'm like, that it's like I'm looking at the documentary and I'm like, damn, Diddy was messed up, but I also look at an angle like, okay, this Diddy situation, it's 3 years old, 4 years, about 3 years we've been dealing with this Diddy thing, right? Ever since the first allegation came out, him fighting cats, right? But we was knowing about the Epstein files ever since Donald Trump ran for president the last time. There's not a
Brother,
documentary out about it.
money ain't gonna tell on money. Money gonna hold it. Little money gonna tell on little money because they trying to make more money. And let me tell you, this whole documentary thing on Netflix from 50 Cent is all about the money. That's why when for example, Lane Kiffin came to LSU, first thing I heard was folks say, it ain't about the money. Bullshit. Everything is about the money. Come on. I call it what it is. It's about the money. Guess what? Folk do what folk do about the money. Listen, you might not listen, even though I don't run a Cash App, even though I don't tell you to give me stars, it is about the money. I have people that call me and say, hey man, I saw your podcast. What's your viewership? I send it to them. I see your website. What's your viewership? I send it to them. They come back and say, how can I be a part of it? And I tell them what it costs because it's about the money. Though I may not be promoting it, you might not see like some folks me saying, Cash App me this, Venmo me this. You can send me stars here. At the end of the day, guess what? This don't pay for itself. It pays because people, if you go to my website, you'll see sponsors. You'll see people who pay me to promote their business. I use those funds to help fund this podcast. At the end of the day, everything is about the money. Like it, leave it, or love it, it is about the money, because with no money, there is no honey. At the end of the day, if I don't pay StreamYard, as much as I'm one of the pioneers of StreamYard, I do StreamYard classes, and in lieu of them paying me to teach the class, I may say, man, I get a year free or whatever. But everything costs something. Everything is about the money. Come on, family.
Speaking of which, let's talk about how the footage got obtained to begin with.
Go ahead, Sean. Go ahead, Sean P.
So
Talk to me.
I was saying, speaking of money, how did the footage get obtained to begin with? So Puffy had this guy, this videographer guy, evidently. He didn't pay the guy for all his work. So therefore, the guy owns the rights to the material because you never paid me for it. It's my property, my intellectual property. And 50 Cent, gladly, 50 Cent paid the money.
Hold on. And furthermore, here's what I tell folks. When you do a documentary like that, if you're the person who financed the documentary, executive produced the documentary, you better pray. You better pray that the dude you did the documentary on dies where he's at. Because if he ever come out, I promise you, he going to come to say something that needs to be said. Brother Bowtie disappeared on us for a minute, so let me take him out until he come back. Let's just listen. Y'all got to pay attention. Y'all kill me how y'all don't pay attention. We got to pay attention. First of all, we glorify a lot of stuff that should not be glorified. Prime example. Y'all have to understand the underlying subliminal things are being said when you watch a documentary like Diddy. We know the Diddy story. Most of us know it, and some of us just wants to know it from an intense, because it will then be the conversation we have around the campfire or around the TV or when we playing spades and dominoes or when we hanging out with each other. Man, because guess what? Then our women say, don't Diddy me. See, you watch a documentary like that, and then folks start coming out with little say-sos. Oh, don't did me, don't baby on me. Come on, family. What are we putting in our heads and our minds? We've got to get to a space to understand. You know what kills me? We're quick to watch a Diddy documentary, but we won't watch a Douglas documentary. We won't watch a documentary about somebody who was great that tried to uplift us. We won't watch a Shirley Chisholm documentary. Come on.
Let's go back 41 minutes and 25 seconds in the show. We started off talking about people love spectacle.
Right. That's true.
It's like watching the train wreck. It's like watching plane crash. People want to see. They say if you set yourself on fire, the whole world will come to watch you burn.
Right. Hold up. They say if that's how you want to get if you really want to get your message out and you want to go out and you really want to commit suicide, don't jump off a bridge, don't shoot yourself, set yourself on fire. And people will go to a public place. If you really want to kill yourself and make and put your message out there of your last breath, go somewhere and set yourself on fire with whatever message it is that you want to say. And folks will say, hey, you speaking of which, Louisiana again. And let me say this. If you are a politician from the great state of Louisiana, Brother Bowtie is back. If you are a politician from the great state of Louisiana, as long as Louisiana in the 10 quality of life, if you're not last, next to last, or the third from last, stop trying to make it seem like Louisiana is a great place. Because in the 10 qualities of life that they rank states by, Louisiana is either third to last, in last, or next to last in almost all 10 categories. And then we have politicians that have the mitigated gall and audacity to talk about other folk like Jasmine Crockett. Man, get your house in order before you start talking about my house. Sweep around your own front door before you decide to sweep around mine. And unfortunately, I see a brother right here. Premier Hale said, I absolutely hate politics. Unfortunately, I understand that, brother, on my YouTube, brother. But unfortunately, here's the thing about it. Politics controls everything we do, including this podcast right now. Because just like they figured out a way to regulate the radio airwaves, they are right now trying to figure out a way to regulate this podcast space because they see how these influencers are moving the minds of people into seeing things that they say, wait a minute, they telling too much and folks are doing too much. See, when they figured out they were telling too much and doing too much with TV and radio, they put the FCC in it. They trying to put the government business in. Government tries to get into everything because at the end of the day, once again, it's all about the money. Prostitution would be legal in the United States of America if they could figure out a way how to tax it. And they watch the European model. They watch it. It's legal in Europe. Europe knows how to tax it. Europe knows how to put the health department in it. The Europeans saying, hey, the best, cleanest coochie you'll ever get is something that you buy because it's regulated by the government. I digress.
Well, it's legal some parts here in the United States. And I ain't never had sex with no prostitute. Yeah. I don't plan on either, but, don't know what life gonna take me. But I know it's legal.
Well, yeah, they got a thing called dating, courtship, marriage, and you're right. It is almost legal prostitution around here because unfortunately the propaganda machine will have some folks who want to fall for the okie doke believe that the only way I can date you is I got to pay your phone bill, your light bill, your rent. My job is to pay all the bills, and your job is to give me coochie. I'm sorry, that's just not how I roll.
But Joe, you mentioned Louisiana a little while ago, and you mentioned LSU earlier, right? So you mean to tell me they wanted to give Lane Kiffin all these unlimited millions of dollars to get the football program back in order? But we, like you said, we ranking last in so many other important life categories.
Well,
but their focus is on
91 million because football is important in the state of Louisiana, and it is. My girl, book girl, said prostitution is legal in Nevada. It is legal in parts of Nevada. A certain. Hold on, look, because I don't want nobody to get me. There is certain pockets, places that there have been proclamation and laws put in place, like the Bunny Ranch, if that's what you're referring to, book girl. That yes, prostitution is legal. But guess what? Prostitution is not legal. Try to go sell some coochie on the strip and watch what happen. You will get arrested in Nevada, in Las Vegas. I promise.
Well, they do though, Joe.
Oh, they do. They do. They do. Now hold up. And there are certain places that prostitution may be legal. She brought up yes in Maine. Are we talking because we know what's happening? Are we a part of the business? Well, let me leave that alone for another day. At the end of the day, what I'm saying is the following. Unfortunately, there are folks just like with marijuana, folks. There are folks who feel like two things that should be legal that is illegal in the United States of America is prostitution and weed. Now, they're coming around with the weed, and I believe I might be dead and gone. One day they will come around with the prostitution, because at the end of the day, like Brother Bowtie said, the propaganda machine got a lot of you buying coochie right now, legally. A lot of y'all are buying coochie legally. Y'all are seriously sitting there, and guess what? The parameters of you being with whoever you with is that they sit home, take care of the house, give you coochie, and you go out there and you hustle up and pay all the bills. Those are the parameters of y'all agreement as a relationship or a marriage. And it is what it is. Now look, y'all can sit here and hi Kiki and man Joe Dupree talking crazy like y'all. No, I don't talk crazy. I talk facts. And the reason y'all try to make it seem like I talk crazy is because I say what y'all really can't say. So y'all let me say it and then try to say I'm talking crazy, when really in the back of your head, you glad I started the conversation. Because a lot of you will take that conversation starter. That's what I need to do. The next podcast need to be conversation starters. Because that's what I be doing, starting conversations. Y'all go, y'all hear that crazy shit Joe Dupree said about prostitution? And then you use me as a segue to say what you always been wanting to say.
He say you buy one, get one free. You pay
yes,
for
sir.
One at the club, and then you go
Come
home
on.
and you get it free.
Come on. Hold on. And since we're gonna go this direction, 12 minutes to the top of the hour, and I may do some overtime today, we got to start really getting into the place of y'all fellas have let the propaganda machine mess y'all up so much that here's the new thing. If I got a woman and she's sleeping with another woman, she ain't cheating on me because she with another woman. She ain't cheating on me. She just with another woman. Hold on. But that's the crazy thing. It's only cheating if she with another man. See, y'all done let the propaganda machine mess the game up. And here's the truth about it. A lot of us, and if you're guilty, just raise your hand and say, ouch. A lot of us really don't want monogamous relationships anyway. Here's what we want. We want the privileges and the perks of being with a certain individual. But none of us really want to go through the process, the pain, or what it takes to maintain that thing. In other words, believe it or not, as much as women try to say, man, them dogs, all they want is a bunch of coochie. Guess what? There's a bunch of women out there, all they want is they want the stick so much they got plastic sticks at home.
Vibrators, toys, electric chairs.
Come on. So you got the audacity to call me a dog? You got the audacity? Let me understand this. Like, once again, like I tell you, the only difference between the dog and the cat is when the dog poo, you see where the poo is at. Oh, y'all done woke the giant up this morning. Okay, y'all want to play? Let's play. First of all, like I said, Brother Bowtie made a wonderful, use us as your conversation starter, because some of y'all been dying to have this conversation with your wife, your girlfriend, or the person you with. You've been dying to say, let me understand this. The only thing I'm getting out of this relationship is coochie. That's really what you want to do. You really want to sit there, because you done sit there and started counting all these overtime hours, these cars you done put her in, these diamonds. She ain't put no ring on your finger. The rings you done put on her fingers. She ain't put no tennis bracelet on your wrist. the tennis bracelets you done put on her wrist, the necklaces you done put around her neck, the clothes you done put in her closet, the shoes you done put on her feet, the roof you done put over her head. You looking at all this stuff, and guess what? When it comes down to what you get, oh, hold on, Motown, let me go there. And what you getting is, you getting some, hold it, as she say, some good warm coochie. Okay.
Some. What is it? Supreme? Is it Supreme? You're not getting premium, so what's the next one? The premium gas?
Hell, you getting the
Some of
super unleaded.
that regular, the 87?
No.
Nah, not
He
the
getting
87.
the mid
Not the
grade,
87?
the super, the super unleaded.
Yeah,
You getting
super,
you
yeah,
see,
yeah.
there's regular,
That
super,
91.
premium.
91.
Right, right. The one before you get the high octane. So come on, man. And that's
But
the
you know,
point.
Joe, you know,
Not that mid. Not that mid.
Yeah, that mid.
It's a mid, yeah. Son, they gonna come after you, son.
They gonna come after us. I don't care. Let's go.
But
Go, brother.
you gonna pay either way. It's either you gonna become the person who pay a prostitute, or you gonna become the therapist or the doctor to, make sure that this woman understands her body's morals. So it's either, I always say you either gonna pay money or you gonna pay attention. Now the best way, you're gonna pay either way, but it's best to pay attention, because if you pay attention, then you can get more identity out of her. You can know what she is, then you can release as soon as she is, or you can build with her. So if you pay attention to a woman, she'll reveal what she wants. And every time you know whether she wants something, then that means you just need to give her ass about $1,200 or $1,300. Say, I just need 4 or 5 nuts in the next 5 months, and then we can go our separate ways. But if she says she wants to build with you, she wants to go somewhere with you, then that means that's a woman that you need to invest in, and you need to wait around for your return on investment.
Right.
You need to not separate. That's a commitment. You need to learn her blood type, her social security number, her health.
Come on. You need to know as much about her.
Yeah, her legacy.
You need to know as much about her as she tries to know about you. Notice when women come in your life, they want to know your history, your health history, your social, this, that, these, and the third. You need to know as much about her as she knows about you. And furthermore, you brought up a good point right there. At the end of the day, listen, I always say this, and this has always been my philosophy. I got it from the men in my household and the women. If you charging me for the wetness, I'm charging by the inch. We should break even on the transaction.
I'm trying to tell you, and I know you don't owe me.
Hold on.
I ain't
That's
come
the
up
point.
short.
I'm just hitting you with this. And I'm talking some real talk right now, because too many of us is out there. Guess what? To be with a baddie, we paying a high price. To be with a baddie, you paying a high price. You literally working yourself to death to be with a baddie for an outward appearance to other folks that look at this bad chick I got that really other guys are trying to get to. Go ahead, Chad.
For the current event, have y'all seen the NBA player, with the ex-NBA player, Matt Barnes? They pay all these thousands of dollars to an AI situation. Not even a real person.
Come on.
Thousands of dollars.
Right. It was reported.
Yes. Trying to be with her. Trying to be with a bad one.
Now here we go. Here we go. Now watch. Look, now watch. Luckily, I'm the type of person who love doing a podcast and I don't call folks out. So
I'm in the wrong business.
Right.
I need to bring me an AIMB, Cardi B, new baby daddy.
Come on. Watch this.
Or Oprah New Stedman.
Okay, watch this. Somebody done already jumped in my inbox talking about, I don't like the way you said that about the women thing. Hold up, dog. If you in a relationship with your wife, your girlfriend, and she got a girlfriend, guess what? You're not in a monogamous relationship, period. Don't jump in my inbox. Don't do it, because I'm coming at you this year. Luckily for y'all, I'm getting off, and I don't go be on for a while. But I'm telling you, as I go out, don't do this, because I will tell you, stop being stupid, because you stuck on stupid. If you got a wife or a girlfriend and she got a girlfriend, guess what? You're not in a monogamous relationship, because
you're in a poly relationship.
Right, hold on, watch this. Because if your wife or girlfriend had a boyfriend, you'd be sitting around here mad as a mug right now. Some of you would be. Some of y'all rock like that. Whatever floats your boat, but don't come in here trying to make it seem like you in some perfect relationship. Because here's the thing. A lot of y'all out there doing all kind of sexual deviant stuff, and I don't care what your title is. Guess what? The most freakiest folks I done found are folks who got degrees, folks who are CEOs, folks who are doctors and lawyers, folks who are supposedly the creme la creme of black folks. They the ones out there that when nobody knows where the nose goes when the doors close, especially in the church.
Don't forget about the I'm about to say, don't forget about the preacher and the preacher.
Hold up, especially in the church. In the church, there's cats that's literally in their office busting off nuts before they preach a sermon.
And so,
Come on, I don't want to hear that.
that thing. A lot of folks can't afford to point fingers because they know what goes on behind the closed doors in their own house. They can't afford to point too many fingers at Puffy and R. Kelly and Epstein and whoever because they know.
Come on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Right.
They have their own. They have their own Puffy of Epstein in their family.
Hold on. And since we went there, and we always putting it out there, we ain't talking about the Aunt Epsteins. See, we got a lot of black women who are Aunt Epsteins out there in our communities, but y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all don't want to talk about how Auntie out there taking the stick from these young men.
I got one better.
Telling them, come on and get some of this blackberry cobbler. Come on, but y'all don't want to talk about that because all of a sudden now it's gonna put some of y'all on Front Street because some of y'all out there that are hairdressers, some of y'all out there that are the respectable women of the church. See, you out here 45 in your 40s in the church, but you out there screwing some young 18, 19-year-old that you supposedly mentoring. Man, get away from me with that bullshit.
You're the one that caught me whenever the whole R. Kelly thing happened, right? I know all of us guys know whenever we was in high school, most of your high school classmates, ladies, they dated guys that was out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you was the quarterback or the point guard or the prospect, not many ladies dated their actual peers. You're dating the guy that's out of high school, he's driving already, he's taking you to the mall. You know what I'm saying? He already worked.
And they'll brag about it. Oh, I got a grown boyfriend, he got a car, you gotta catch the bus or you gotta walk to school. Your mama drop you off.
Back to documentaries, whenever the documentary came out, all the finger point. You point fingers in high school when you dated so-and-so. I went to high school with you, remember?
Listen, we gotta see every time we talk rape and incest, we try to make it seem like these black men are animals, are monsters. Man, a lot of young black boys done got their little penis snatched up by Big Mama, by auntie, by that older woman who said, let me show you something, youngster, that you might need to use later on in life. Man, we done had women in their 30s and 40s sleeping with young 18 and 19-year-olds. Some of your friends.
Even worse than that, in middle school.
Stop. Some of your friends, when they came over to your house, your mama eyed them down, and when they came a little bit earlier when you were over, when you were doing something. Sean not here today. I just can I help you with anything, Miss Thomas? You sure can. Come on, y'all. See, but y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all see, because the boogeyman got to be the black man. F y'all. F all of y'all. There are some of these so-called sexy women preachers these days. Oh, yeah, I can wear what I want to wear. Because you've been out there. Some of y'all screwing everything. Y'all preaching the gospel, but y'all screwing everything. Now let's talk about that. Since y'all want to talk, y'all preaching the gospel, but y'all screwing everything. Just because y'all doing one don't mean y'all ain't doing the other.
Some of them screwing everybody in the church and the mosque.
Come on, y'all don't want to talk about that though. But see, y'all always want to make the black man be the boogeyman. Y'all brothers ain't nothing but dogs. I heard a woman say, you ain't shit if you don't pay my bills. Well, guess what? Then I ain't shit then. Because guess what? If I got to pay your bills, then who gonna pay mine? So understand, I got to pay your bills and my bills. And if I don't do that, I ain't shit. Baby, wait a minute. What would you be doing if I didn't exist? Trying to find somebody else to do it? Oh, okay. Look, I'm there today. Oh, y'all done woke the brother up today. And then let me say this.
It's a brother that comes in one of the lounges that I frequent at, and he's so unapologetic about everything. He got in a debate with a sister there who come there, right? And so they having the same conversation similar to what we having. And the sister tried to call him out and said, oh, yeah, same thing that you just said. Oh, yeah, dogs, I don't think I want to do a sleep with something like that. He said, well, I'm 55 years old. I had sex with 6 women in my life, and 3 of them are my baby mamas, right? And she started to talk. She said, I've been married to the last one for 32 years. Like, I can count. And he's like, but I know you. I met all your kids. I met all 4 of your baby daddies. He said, so I know for sure there's more than 6 or 7 men. I know for sure there's 20 men that you had sex with because they're trying to replace your baby daddy. You gave several men an opportunity to try to see if they could replace him. He said, so don't talk to me or dog me about how many women I slept with if you slept with more men than I slept with more women.
Oh, a woman ain't never gonna tell you their body count. They never gonna. They gonna always make it stay.
But the
Sean
thing
got to
is
go.
that
Hold
we
on, Sean. Wait a minute before we go any further. Sean, tell us about what you're going with Degree Out Podcast, the Sean P Experience. I know you got to get out of here. Talk to me.
Yes, sir, man. Go check out the latest episode of the Degree Out Podcast up on YouTube right now. Check it out, man. My sister, Dr. Ashley Preston, and her book, Amazing, on Mary McLeod Bethune. Talked about it last week. Talked to her last week. It's an amazing time. You don't want to miss it. Number facts drop, man. Still dropping references, other book titles, you name it. It's jam-packed. Go and get it. Bring a pen, bring a friend, and tap in, man. I'll let y'all boys later.
That part. Sean P is up out of here.
Sean already off?
Yeah. Well, he getting ready to. Hold on. What you need?
I was about to, hey, Sean, how far do you stay from New Orleans and Lafayette?
Well, Lafayette, about 15 minutes from Lafayette. 15, 20 from Lafayette.
All right, so that means you about, 45 minutes on Louisiana?
About
2 hours. An hour and a half. 2 hours.
Yeah, about
2 hours.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm telling y'all now. So I plan on coming to Louisiana probably in February or March. So
Let's
I
do
just
it.
want to make sure I connect with everybody when I'm there. So
Go on, man. Holler at the boy, man. Got a connect in
you in
person.
Lafayette? You in Lafayette, right, Joe?
Yeah, that's
you
where
in
I'm at.
Baton Rouge?
I'm in Lafayette.
Okay.
But
Lafayette, where I'm
when you
coming.
come, I'm gonna get me a bow tie. When you come, I'm gonna get me a bow tie.
Got you. I'm gonna bring you a bow tie. Not no Louisiana bow tie. No New Orleans Saints. No
Hey, but
LSU. None of that stuff.
you're not bringing me one. I'm gonna purchase one with my
Yeah,
dog.
right,
So,
right. Yeah, cause we support our brothers. We don't. We support.
fully purchase.
Right. That
Gotcha.
part.
Gotcha.
All right, brother Sean. I know you got to go, man.
Keep it going.
All right, blessings be unto you. Okay, it's me and Bowtie here for a minute. I know Bowtie might have to go. Look, I'm back to where I was at. See, y'all don't get in my inbox now. A couple of folks done jumped in there now. Joe, we don't need you talking like this. Why? See, that's the problem. Y'all level of fakeness is not where I'm going to ever get again. I'm not going to let y'all pull me into y'all bullshit and have folks. Then y'all want to be talking about Joe a liar, Joe this, Joe that. No, Joe woke up and stopped rolling with you people because y'all folks are full of that bullshit. The truth about it is, a lot of y'all who smiling in the, I put this out there. Somebody said, man, who did you something? Nobody did me anything. I witnessed this. I sit with a person and I heard this person who on this other person's name for 2 hours. And I was like, wow, I thought you were good with this person. As soon as the person walked into the room, that person who had pooed on their name for 2 hours was the first person to jump up, dap the person, hug the person, bow tie, and say, my dog, good seeing you, my dog. Man, we were just here. I was just here telling the man about all the great things you do in the community. I sit there and look and was like, duly noted. You ain't told me one good thing this man did in the community. You done told me about all the lies he allegedly told, all the women he allegedly been running. You didn't say one good thing about this man, but as soon as he walked in the room, you dapped him up. Oh, my brother, my dog, how you doing? Good to see you, man. Just was talking about you, man. Yeah, you wasn't talking nothing good about him. Y'all got to pay attention. Everybody in your circle ain't in your corner. I coined that phrase a long time ago, eons ago. And furthermore, y'all got to really get y'all heads together when it comes down to these relationships. Understand this. I'd rather for you to tell me what you want. I let you know if I can deliver before we go any further. Y'all stop with the bull. But if all we doing is fucking, then tell me that. Tell me that. And understand this. We can't just be fucking when you want to fuck. It's got to go both ways. See, a lot of y'all allow this system to put y'all in a very messed up place where You are the person always giving pleasure, but you ain't never listen. Too many black men have worked themselves to death trying to sustain a facade and an outward appearance to everybody, which the truth about it is you ain't happy. So what, you got a big house, a nice car, beautiful wife, and beautiful family. You don't love your wife. You taking care of your kids because they're your kids, and you really wish that you wasn't in the situation you in. Stop putting these facades out there trying to make it look like you America's first family and a happy family, when the truth about it is you cheating on your wife. She probably cheating on you. Neither one of y'all happy. Y'all just did something because it's a good look for click, like, and share. I ain't got time for that shit no more. Wake up, family. Wake up.
Yep. And Shaq said it best. I hope I hope we don't get old and learn like him. But Shaq said, man, look, I got a $17,000 square foot mansion. Got a basketball court, a lake on it, like built like a castle. But I come home to it by myself, and I got 5 kids. That's very lonely. All the money I make, trust me, be lonely as hell. He pretty much was explaining why he often get caught with women and stuff like that, because he don't like coming home alone, because this is not how he built his life. This is not how he the future building his life, But he gave his wife everything that she wanted. She cheated on him with the trainer, the guy that made way less than $40,000 a year. And I'm sure Shaq cheated too, but
hold on.
Who got caught?
Right. But guess what? We talk about what Shaq did. We don't talk about what she did. And here's why. Men will build wealth for women to go be with another man. Let's say that again. And women feel like that's okay. A man will build a nice house because it's her house. Guess what? He built it. She ain't did nothing. Once again, the agreement was, I give you coochie. You take care of all the bills. So what? Guess what? The man pay for the house, take care of the house. But when the divorce go down, it's her house. You can't put her and the kids out. You got to go and build another house. Okay. So in other words, you built all this kingdom for another man to come in and to enjoy. And too many of us men don't want to address that situation. We don't want to talk about that situation. Better yet, we don't talk to our sons about that situation, and the same trauma that we went through, they go through. And then we ask ourselves where the dysfunctionality of the black man comes from. Come on, family. It comes from us not being real with one another and saying, hold up, dog. Find you somebody who is going to help build you up as much as you going to build them up. And building you up is not giving you good coochie. Good coochie is in abundance, depending on what your preference is and what you call good coochie.
I'm like, majority of the time, Joe, we often tell women that they accept a lot of lies, but I think we do too. I think men, we accept a lot of lies. I'm just going to be honest. Well, Dave Chappelle said it best. Ain't no such thing as good coochie after you're 36 and had a baby or two. We'll say it's good, but I think we often lie to ourselves, and we build up things just to try to please one another mindset. But there has to be some kind of way that we actually start to separate truth on both ends, whether it's men and women. It's I was telling the young lady that I currently talk to, I said, babe, you can tell me that my breath is stinking, or you can tell me that I smell like I've been playing outside. You can tell me that. And I wouldn't take no offense. You tell my breath, I'm like, okay. I pull off at the next exit, go buy me a damn brush from the dollar store, from the gas station, brush for teeth, something like that. But I say, do you know how hard it is for a man to tell a woman that her breath stinks? Or that she's smelling, or how hard it is? And I was like, we want to tell y'all, but we know if we tell y'all gonna be like 38 hot. There go an argument that's gonna last another 2 or 3 weeks because we was honest and transparent with you. And then if you go to a party or we go to an engagement together, and someone tell you, girl, you, then she's still gonna be. You let me go in that party smelling, babe. I couldn't even tell you that you were smelling. But pretty much I'm trying to say, on our end, we can accept honesty. We can accept the truth more than our women could, but. Now, our women, is very challenging for them to even accept.
Look. I don't have a long time that I can stay on here, but let me say the following, Bowtie. Today we went down a few rabbit holes, and I got a few folks in my inbox, and I'm probably going to get a few calls, and folks are going to be like, man, you know, we consider you. I am
They
Joe.
gonna call the police on the police.
Well, they can do that. That don't make me no difference because I ain't broke no law. We do have see until you know the law, know the Constitution, and understand who you are and whom's you are, you're gonna always walk around here and be who they tell you to be. See, my days of being who y'all telling me to be are over. The last thing y'all needed me to do is hook up with Bowtie and a brother like Sean P and begin to read and reiterate myself and reacclimate myself on who I am and whose I am. Let me tell you something. You can say what you want to. I'm going to say what I feel like saying, and I'm going to say it from a place that, first of all, it is purely my opinion. And B, I'm not here representing anybody else but myself. But the truth about the matter is, you got too many of y'all out there that are trying to conform, be a part of, and be with because y'all need. I don't need. I watch this. I do not need. When I tried to be a part of the needy, I found out the needy sometimes are a part of the greedy. And at the end of the day, I don't need you to fund me, to support me, to hand clap me. Guess what? I don't need none of that. I'm not looking for no job. My days of working for government, for a government entity that I was appointed to, is no longer there. It's no longer there. So here's what I come to find out, because I've worked in government. Government, you got a whole bunch of folks who kissing a whole bunch of ass, and sometimes they are literally conforming to something that they don't believe in just for a check. And that's why at the beginning of the show, we said it. Y'all can sit here and talk about it. It ain't about the money. It ain't about, it's always about the money. A lot of y'all done sold y'all souls for a check. A lot of y'all work for entities that are racist, that do not care about black folks, and y'all help with the demise of black folks for a check. Some of y'all try to position yourself that y'all are the spokespeople for black folks for a check. When the truth about it is, you don't give a damn about nobody but your family and those around you. You do not give a damn about the greater good of the black community. You just there for a check. And folk like that, I ain't got time to F with y'all no more. Because even though I work in a profession that most folks have a very derogatory feeling about. Yes, I am a law enforcement officer. Anybody who deal with me will tell you I give a positive word to everybody who is accused of any crime. And I am one of the people who reads and believes what it says when they say you are innocent until proven guilty. So if I have to arrest you or detain you, you will get a positive word from me that says the following. Hey, I understand it's rough right now, but it's going to get better. Just trust in yourself and believe in something bigger than you. I don't say believe, listen, because everybody don't believe in God. But my positive word is it's going to get better. Because guess what? You ain't always going to be in the position you in. Even if you get accused of a crime and you get convicted of a crime and you go to jail, guess what? Folks make it through that. I've seen people go in jail one way and come out lawyers, come out doctors with PhDs. I done seen them come out judges. I done seen a couple of folks go to jail and come out doctors and surgeons. So don't tell me what can't happen. Sometimes you might need to be put in a quiet place where you can go ahead and be who he designed for you to be. Baby, your problem is you got too many distractions going on around you. I'm just saying. But what I ain't gonna do no more is sit around here and hi and kiki with people who gonna do me just like that brother did. I sit there for 2 hours and listen to this brother drive a brother. And soon as said brother walked through the door, he was the first one jumping up, hugging the brother, talking about, my man, good to see you. Because that lets me know what you do to him, you will do to me. And a lot of folks have done that to me. And I'm good with that if that's how you want to do. If you don't think I'm ish, then cool. Just don't play that game with me no more. I came into this world by myself. I can leave out this world by myself. And I will leave. They ain't gonna put nothing in the urn or the casket but what was the physical remains. Brother Bowtie.
Yeah. Joe, man, we gotta have a conversation, man. I have a very unique thing that I need to talk about when it comes to marriage and a ritual marriage. But it's gonna take too long, and I know you're about to close out the show, but yeah, man, we gotta have a conversation about that. But I do have a question, Joe.
Talk to me.
Before we end, how do you feel about the Marjorie Taylor Greene 60 Minutes interview?
I haven't seen it. I'm going to see it. At the end of the day, I understand once again, it's all about the money. Y'all need to pay attention. If anything, I'm going to give you something, Brother Bowtie, that most folks don't want to talk about. George Santos. George Santos is a prime example how a white man can lie, steal, deceive, and be everything that most black women say. If a black man do it, that black man ain't ish. And George Santos just finished doing a contract to do a documentary about his life that, if I was reading correct, I think it is for 4.5 million. So you can lie, deceive, get convicted, get pardoned, and sign a contract deal for 4.5 million to talk about how you deceived and lied, folks, when you not black and brown. Because when you black and brown and you do it, you ain't ish.
Yeah, you know, the media do a great job at exploiting us in our minds, and we do a great job at showing them our weakness in our minds.
Oh yeah.
So I made a Facebook post, not a fake, but I made a Facebook post the other day, and I said it's funny how when the media told us everything about Bill Cosby, Diddy, R. Kelly, we took it at face value. We understood everything that was said. But some way, somehow, black women in particular, my sisters, they're not so upset when it comes to Donald Trump and these Epstein files. They don't have the same rage. There's no Me Too movement. There's no,
you know why? You know why? Because when you look at the list of victims, how many are black and brown? How many look like them? See, understand this. Once again, it ain't about, all of a sudden, we separate women by color in certain situations. Some things it's all women. Oh, it's all women. We all in this together. We all women. But then there comes times, oh, wait a minute, that didn't happen to us. That happened to them. And then see, people will separate what they need to separate to prove the point they need to prove at the time. We not about the greater good. A lot of us ain't about what's right for everybody. We about what's right for us. On that tip, it's time for me to get up out of here. Brother Bowtie?
Yeah,
let me bring you in. Go ahead.
With that being said, man, those who wish to support me, follow me at Bowtie Untied or Brothers Bowties on all social media. It has all my business information. You're going to go buy some bow ties, go to www.brothersbowties.com. My word for the day, because I miss my baby, is be great in their face every day. Y'all have a nice day.
That part, Brother Bowtie, my brother from another mother. So family, I'm sorry. I know I kind of went deep today and went places that some of you are like, I can't believe that Joe thinks like that. Those thoughts cross my head. And it is my job to tell you what some folks will not say. And the reason they won't say it is they won't want to be on record because they esteem to get in some type of office, or they want some position that folks can go back and play this back and say, remember when they said this? I'm not running for dog catcher. I have a job. I have multiple jobs. I don't put my eggs in one basket. If somebody don't like what I say and say today, brother, you can no longer work for us, it's A-okay. Trust me, I work a lot for myself. So, time for me to get up out of here, family. It has been real. It has been fun. Let's make it happen Monday on this 8th day of December. As some of us who celebrates the Christmas season, it has not felt like the holidays to me one bit. I'm telling you this. But for those of you who are in the Christmas spirit, know y'all out there shopping, know y'all out there preparing for the day of Christmas. The holidays are not happy for everybody. With that being said, check on your people. Mental health is big. Suicide is big during this time of the year. And a lot of folks have suffered a lot of losses this time of the year. And some of this time of the year brings back the loss of a loved one, the loss of an individual, something that happened this time of year that was not a happy memory. So check on your peoples. Please, please check on your people. people. Somebody said, I want to give you a big hug, what I want to do to you. Well, okay. If I look like I need a hug, I don't know if you're talking to me or not, but if whoever you want to give a hug to, give them a hug. Here's why. Do it. Tomorrow's not promised to no man or woman. All you got is right here and right now. All you can do is learn from what happened yesterday. All you can do is prepare yourself for what may happen tomorrow. That's why I always end like this. Be better today than you were yesterday. And do something today to bless somebody somewhere that no matter what you do, there's no earthly way they could ever pay you back. And always remember this, and this comes from a spiritual place. There is no secret what God, the Most High, no matter what you call him, can do. What he has done for others, he willingly can do for you. For when God is with you, nothing or no one can stand against. Remember that. Y'all have a blessed day. Have a great start to your week. On the behalf of Brother Bowtie, Brother Sean P., myself, everybody who jumps on this bus called hashtag Truth Be Told /JD Live, y'all have a great one. We up out of here. Peace.